This next week of Nintendo is jam-packed from surprising game updates to new and old events, and there's just so much to cover, so let's get straight into the video. So today I'm covering everything you need to know this week of Nintendo and all the news that happened in the past week. Okay, let's get started. Starting off with the very first event, which is none other than Terra Raid events for Shiny Chien Pao. This will be running from Monday to Sunday and a bit beyond Sunday that you can raid Shiny Chien Pao. You can't catch it until it's been defeated 1,000,000 times, and you can just check with mystery gifts whenever that is. But this is a brand new shiny. Often they're old shinies, but this is a brand new shiny. This is the first time you'll ever be able to get it once we defeat it 1,000,000 times. And the best part is this is a way to stack up on so many Ice Terra shards. On top of all of that, you can even get Ice-type mass outbreaks more commonly, which I think is a nice feature to be paired alongside a release of a brand new shiny Pokemon. So I find that very interesting. But the next thing is one that we get to do every single Monday. That is a new Nintendo music track. So the last few weeks we've been getting a lot of NES and SNES game tracks, and you can enjoy this throughout the entire week. So what do I think it will be? Well, last week we got the SNES game of Mario Paint. That was interesting because it was also the brand new SNES game. I think we're going to get probably some sort of an N64 game, because I feel like we got NES, and the last week we got SNES, so this week we're probably going to get N64, or they're going to do Game Boy, one of the two. But I kind of feel like they're going to end up doing the N64, or they're just going to do Sega Genesis. And then next up, on exclusively Monday, this is the first thing that you can only enjoy on Monday, the brand new Donkey Kong background for Tetris 99. You could get this starting on Friday, and they announced this on Tuesday, so I couldn't cover it in last week's video. But you can collect this on Monday, a brand new background for Tetris 99. I know it's not that interesting, but it's cool, and I think it's really nice how they keep on doing these. I wish there was one for Mario Kart World, or maybe I just missed it. I don't remember there being one, though. But the Donkey Kong Bonanza background is nice, and it's honestly really fun. But I really enjoy the whole Tetris 99 because it's a nice little thing for NSO members. So the NSO members get a new thing. But you do need to have Nintendo Switch Online. And that could be an annoying thing for some people, but honestly, I just feel like that's something that you should have at this point if you own a Switch too. Next up, on Wednesday, yes, there is nothing new on Tuesday, but on Wednesday, there are brand new icons for Donkey Kong Bonanza. And this is going to be Wave 4 of 4. This is the final week of Donkey Kong Bonanza icons. So, for Wave 4, you will be able to collect a couple of icons. The main highlights include Zebra Bonanza. And on top of that, you can get the trio of Void Kong, Poppy Kong, and Grumpy Kong. You can get all of that starting on the 6th, aka Wednesday, and this will be continuing on until the 13th, and then this will be replaced by Drag X Drive, I presume. Next up, we have another event. This time we have it on Thursday, and that is none other than brand new icons for Super Mario Party Jamboree Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV, and old icons from base Jamboree. So we will be getting Wave 3. In Wave 3, we will be getting the two main highlights include the Toad with the tie from like the Bowser live mode and like the main guy in the beginning. And returning, you can get a Yoshi sticker. I don't know, that's kind of interesting. We will also be getting Wave 4 soon. That will be next week. But this week, we're just getting Wave 3. And I think that's pretty cool, how we have two events going on at the same time. Next up, we have another event on Thursday, but it's not just on Thursday. It's from Thursday all the way to Saturday. we will be getting a Splatoon 3 event. During this Splatoon 3 event, you will be able to just play Splatoon 3, and you can do that anytime, but specifically in this event, there will be a bit different map rotations, and just more people will be playing because of those map rotations. These Splatoon 3 events are very tiny. They're basically the same as nothing, but hey, if you really love Splatoon 3 and you're still playing it on your Switch 2, then maybe, hey, this is your thing. But I truly do think that Splatoon 3 is kind of getting outdated at this point. Like, sure, I'm really excited for Splatoon Raiders, but Splatoon 3 is just almost out. But next up, we have a very important game. Getting a demo. We are getting Drag X Drive a demo on Saturday and Sunday. There are specific times you can see on their website, but Drag X Drive is a very interesting demo. We got this with the original Splatoon, and then we got it on Splatoon 2, and then we got it on Splatoon 3. So they kind of have a thing where they do this for Splatoon, and then they did it with ARMS, their new IP for the Nintendo Switch 1. So this is kind of just a thing they do. It's a tiny eShop title, though. It's not going places. But if you really think that you want to get Drag X Drive, sure. But, like, this demo is really all most people want. It's all I really want. But now we get into the final event. Yes, this is the final event that we are going to be having in this week. And that is on Sunday. We will be getting the fireworks show in Animal Crossing New Horizons. This is something you can enjoy every Sunday in August, and as you can see right here, the fireworks kind of look like this. I don't know, it's kind of just a mini event to tide Animal Crossing fans over, but hey, maybe you enjoy it. But next up, we get to do this week's weekly spotlight. This is everything that happened this week in the Nintendo area. So I'm going to be covering everything that we got in the past week. Let's start off with the big elephant in the room. We got a Nintendo Direct. Partner showcase, but still a Nintendo Direct. Nintendo Directs don't happen often, and this one was no different. The last one we got was all the way back in April, and this one was just a partner showcase. And I really think that speaks to how good it was, but I really think that this was a good Direct for being a partner showcase. Next up, we had a update to Mario Kart World, and I don't know, I feel like it's kind of important. But just the thing of just exploring in the open world doesn't really catch my eye. Making more 3-lap tracks doesn't really change my mind. Then we got Mario Paint for the SNES. So this is a brand new SNES game coming to Switch Online. You can enjoy this on Switch 1 and Switch 2. And I think this game is decent. It's just a mini thing if you have Switch Online. You don't even need the expansion pack. Anyone with a Switch or Switch 2 with just Switch Online at all can enjoy this. And I think that's a pretty cool thing, that they're not limiting it whatsoever. Well, you need to have Switch Online. But this is kind of a tinier thing compared to some of the other things that I'm going to be talking about. Because the Nintendo Direct and Mario Kart, they were pretty big. But having Mario Paint wasn't as big as the other ones, and the next one certainly isn't as big. You probably know this, the next one, because I covered it in the main next week, and that's the Donkey Kong Bonanza background was released to the world. Everybody could enjoy it, and yeah, this technically started on Friday, so this is technically last week and this week, so this is something mini I'm going to throw in. Next up, Drag X Drive. You know, the game that we're going to have a demo of this upcoming week? It got its overview trailer, which kind of just showed the basic mechanics and then some cool trick shots you can do in Drag X Drive. Because this game just looks like a tech demo. Like, it feels so Welcome Tour. Welcome Tour. Maybe a bit more gamified, but, like, it's not really that big of a deal. It's not going to be a big game. Like, being able to reverse or go forward, like, that's just not a big thing. And then the final thing that we have in the weekly spotlight is going to be the brand new trailer for Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. This came out during the Direct. And this was a very interesting trailer. It teased the story a bit in the perfect way. On top of that, it even showed some of the new characters we will be able to play as throughout this new game, which I found was a very interesting thing to see. Funnily enough, it was the only game we got in that partner showcase because it's actually made by a third-party development studio, which you might not have known. But here's the best part. It appears that there's going to be new characters that we've never seen before in this game based on what we've seen. We also got to see the brand new Minoru design, which I think looks pretty cool. We got to see the Helmet Elders, because why not? And yeah, that was a pretty cool trailer. But next up, we had the top 3 best-selling games on the Switch 2 this week. So, starting off, in third place, we have Mario Kart World, the exact same as last week. Mario Kart World, as you know, is just a good game. It's not bad, it's not horrible, it's not amazing, it's just kind of mid. And I really think that this game, with the new update, is starting to actually get pretty good. And I'm excited for the first batch of new content, where we get like the Mario Kart X Donkey Kong Bonanza. If that happens, I'd be really happy, because then we'll probably end up getting like Void Kong, King K. Rool, Diddy Kong, and new costumes for Donkey Kong and Pauline. Then number 2, we have the Jamboree Switch 2 edition, which I think makes sense. It came out like a couple weeks ago, and this is also the same as last week. Jamboree is still an amazing game. And base Jamboree is definitely one of the best games on the Switch. It might even be a top 10 game. So the new content, most people have not reviewed it great, but I still think new content to a top 10 game still qualifies it to be a top 10 game. I don't know, just makes it just more. I know that there's technically not as many options to mix and match the old and new, but hey, new content. Finally, we have Donkey Kong Bonanza getting number 1. This is, funnily enough, the exact same 3 as last week. Hopefully we get a new game so we can actually see that we can get more than these exact 3 games. Because I'm not just showing the first-party games. If there was a third-party top 3 game, then I would put that here. So I'm really interested to when we would actually see a third party, but Donkey Kong Bonanza, it's an amazing game. It should be number 1. And well, thank you everyone for watching today's video. I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe to the channel, because I've been putting a lot of work into these videos, and I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe, maybe leave a comment if there's a certain video you would want me to make, but I will see you in the next video.